Good evening.
We're sisters who love to explore
True crime, cryptids, ghosties, haunted locations,
conspiracy theories, and all creepy, scary, spooky things.
with a bit of dark humor. Hosted by
Sarah
and Melissa,
Join us as we take a trip to the dark side.
because sometimes dead is better.
Welcome to Necromancy.
Hi. Hi. I'm going to start off with, I know I look a little bit crazy having one strap on. But
it's all for the people that are seeing the YouTube video.
Obviously. But yeah, so my tattoo is very sore. And if I have my strap rubbing up against it, it's going to fuck it up. So
Here.
I'm wearing my skeleton tank, though.
You know what I'm wearing?
Heart monitor.
Heart monitor. I got 3 of them under my tits and 2 of them above my tits. And I was like, fuck's sakes, this is going to be a rough 3 days.
Yeah, have fun sleeping with that shit on.
Oh, I don't give a fuck. I'm going to put earplugs in. I might even take a slight sedative and just go sleeping.
Bitch, you know what you should do? Get Mikey to fucking wrap you with, like, cling wrap. So it just doesn't, like, move anymore.
Yeah, because that would make my fucking heart spike or
And they're gonna be like, what the fuck do you do in your sleep?
I told Mikey, no hanky-panky for 3 days. He goes,
Yeah.
What the fuck? Why? I said, well, they'll see it on the heart monitor.
That's right. You are a married woman, so...
Yeah, they'll be like, wow, you really had a spike in your heart right here. I was like, it's either he pissed me off or we were fucking.
Hey, man, there's nothing wrong with that. We are only human.
Well, marriage, he either pissed me off or we fucking.
I wonder if you could, like... Oh, it's too bad you can't see, like, if your heart spikes, like, on the monitor or not.
I know. Let's see. I can't see any fucking...
Because that would be interesting to watch.
Right? I would totally fucking... Mikey tried that one time with his Apple Watch.
Yeah. You know what we usually do is we have oximeters at work. So it takes your pulse, but it's a faster reading than your smartwatch, right?
I know. I have one here.
Yeah. So usually with my residents, okay, I can tell if they have AFib or not.
Mm-hmm.
AFib, for those who don't know, is a condition where your heart beats irregularly. Okay, so your heartbeat basically jumps. So I can tell when they have AFib because it'll be at... What's the matter?
Zena's behind me making noises.
Oh. So I will tell if they have AFib because it'll jump from like 85 down to like 42.
Yeah.
Like that. And I'm like, and I'll look at their chart and I'll be like, yep, you have AFib. I fucking knew it.
Yep.
So, anyways. Okay. Let's jump into our episode.
Yeah, because we're doing a daytime episode today, and this bitch got to make dinner eventually. So
I was going to say, it doesn't seem like on my end that it's daytime, only because I have blackout curtains.
Yeah, and I got rid of my blackout curtains, if anybody can see the video, because I'm painting my room black.
Yeah.
So all this shit is going to be fucking gone soon.
Yep, putting up bats instead of butterflies.
Yeah, we're going to put bats up, because I'm a spooky bitch, and that matches my vibe more. Fucking
well,
pink.
There you go.
Fuck told me to put pink on my walls.
Yeah.
10-year-old me.
That's what I was telling Rui yesterday. I was like, you know, every little girl's fucking dream is to have like a bright pink, cute, like girly girl room. And, you know, like I said, Melissa got it out of her fucking system. That's what she did. I said, 2 years she's had it. I said, she's fucking over it. And she has come to her senses.
Because it doesn't match my vibe at all. You know, like even Mikey was like, yeah, but the pink room. And then Joe, Liz's Joe, he was like, yeah, but like somebody like you, nobody would expect that you have a Barbie pink room.
Nope.
In your house. And I was like, yeah. He goes, that's what makes it so nice. And I said, you're just trying to save your fucking brother-in-law from having to paint my walls.
Hard labor. From hard labor.
I said, you know what? I do a lot for that motherfucker, and he could paint my fucking walls whatever color I want.
That's right.
I said, if we paint it black and in 2 years from now I don't like it anymore, he'll paint it again.
That's right.
I said, that's part of it. That's part of the deal that I got when I had to fucking
The joys of marriage.
marry him.
Mm-hmm.
You hear what I said? I said that's the choice I made when I married him.
Oh, I didn't catch that. Oh no. Hold on one second.
Hold.
There we go.
Got hairy fucking toes. What?
I can still hear you. I just went off the screen for a second. It's like,
I know, that's why I
bitch.
said it. By the way, you still haven't sent me a photo of the color that he did on your castle. I know, but I can't see it good from here. You need to send me a picture. I can't see it good. Send me a picture.
It's not in the castle. It's just the roses.
Send me a fucking picture. Okay? Later. You don't have to do it right now. I want to see it, fuck's sakes.
For fuck's sake, fine.
You said all the other tattoos. You didn't even tell me. I didn't even know that he was fucking putting color in the roses.
I know, and look how much blacker Tink looks.
I know.
Yeah.
Looks nice. I'm so excited. I'm going to do and this on the same day.
Yeah, I know. He's pretty good shit. I like my tattoo artist. He's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
So,
I like him too.
All right. Well, let's get into today's episode.
Oh, show.
So I have been showing my true Gemini side the last couple of days here because I can't seem to make up my fucking mind.
You don't know what episode you're going to do.
There's a couple of things that I really, really want to do, but I figured maybe I'll put them on the back burner, and ultimately decided on doing reincarnations today. So, because I've always, let me ask you something. In your younger years, have you ever had like reoccurring dreams?
Yep. I had a reoccurring dream all the time.
Okay, but was it like a fucked up, weird reoccurring dream, or was it something that was like realistic?
It was fucked up, but realistic.
Okay, tell me what yours was.
Okay, so it would start off with I'm in like a wheat field, and I'm just walking through the wheat, and I get to like an edge of a cliff, and everything in front of me is like on the other side of the cliff. Like I'm looking down at like when Simba and Mufasa are sitting there, they're looking down onto the valley.
Yeah.
So it's like that, and it's all like burnt and dark and crazy, and it looks like and then you turn around, it's all nice and blue skies and fluffy clouds and wheat. And then I looked over, I think my left shoulder, and there was like a man standing there in full white. Now, this is going to make sense now, okay? Because I used to have this dream when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Okay. And I'd look over my shoulder, and there was a guy dressed in white, but I couldn't see his face.
Okay.
And I was standing on the edge of a cliff, and I turned back around, and I'm looking at the dark, and I jumped off the cliff, and then I woke up.
And you had that dream multiple times. Now, let me ask you this. How long has it been since you've had that dream?
Years.
Okay. But so I'm going to tell you mine. So there was a reoccurring dream. I think I told you about this a while ago, too.
Before you go there, I remember telling you about this dream a few times.
You probably have.
Now, do you think that was something starting my atheism? Because I jumped into the darkness?
Maybe.
I jumped off the cliff?
There was a white man.
There's a man dressed in white over my
and you jump away from him, you fucking... Yeah, you're going to the dark side. Oh, never thought of that.
I thought about that a few times when I like really realized that I was an atheist. I wasn't thinking of the whole God thing. Maybe that was me kind of subconsciously in my mind saying like maybe I don't believe in a God, because I think I've always had that, right? But because we were taught growing up that there was a God and this and that I maybe in the back of my mind I just never believed that there was a God, and that was kind of my subconscious way of thinking about it. I don't know.
So let me ask you this. Did your dream ever differ? Or was it the same?
It was always, and I knew the minute that it started, I knew I couldn't wake myself up from it.
Yeah, until you jumped, right?
So I jumped.
Okay. Okay. So here we go. So here's my reoccurring dream. And don't worry, I'm going somewhere with this, so you'll understand, okay? So my reoccurring dream was it was wintertime. I had to have been like a cowboy or cowgirl. Obviously, I couldn't see myself, but I was on a horse and we were riding really fast. And I had the boots and I had the whole like get up, like it looked like cowboy ish, okay? But it was wintertime. And I'm I'm like going on this horse, like really fucking fast, full speed. And it's down like an area where there's forest on each side. Okay. I look behind me and I see two people chasing me on my horse. Okay. So I gallop, gallop, gallop. We see like a little entrance off to the right going into the forest. And I'm thinking, okay, it's like a path here. Like I'll get through there. Okay. So I go through there and we fall through ice into water.
Oh, fuck. That's scary.
Yeah. And I'm underwater and I guess I couldn't swim or nothing like that, but I see both of the people that were chasing me get off their horse and come and stare at me as I drowned. And me and my horse drowned, and that's when I wake up.
That's horrific.
Yeah, and I had that exact same dream. Nothing ever changed each time. It was the same, and I can't even count how many times I've had this dream.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's the thing. I haven't had this dream in I don't know how many years. It's been a long time. Okay. Now, I was doing some research about reincarnation, and it is believed by some that when you are younger and you have reoccurring dreams that are very vivid and that you can recall and you remember, that's probably how you died in your past life. Yeah. So people say that that's your soul remembering how you died in your past life and you keep having reoccurring dreams about it. But the older that you get, you become somebody else. Obviously, you start living your own new life in a new body, and you slowly start to forget, which is why it stops.
When I was younger too, I had a weird, like, I think I've had a couple reoccurring dreams.
Yeah.
Because that one was very prominent. But I do
Yeah.
remember there was a dream that I used to have, and it was like the labyrinth stairs.
Oh
Do you remember
shit.
labyrinth?
Of course I do.
Okay, and then like so the stairs are going, and then like it was just a weird that the stairs were upside down, and like you could look up and see, like the Jareth guy, and you
Yeah.
could see him in the stairs and stuff. Like there was stuff like that too, where I had weird dreams like that I could remember having more than once.
Yep. So again, like it's just a theory. People seem to think that, and obviously there's no way for us to prove it. Like you'll never know until you die, and even still you'll never know. Like we don't know what happens after we die. There's people that have near death experiences, and from what I've read and researched, a lot of people have different experiences. Some see the light, some see total blackness, some say that they fucking hovered over their body, watch them get resuscitated. Like people have different experiences. So you just never know, right? You never know
Well,
if
we die.
that's right.
Um,
So but there are all kinds of different religions and there's studies about it, and there are, I think they said 2,000 studied occurrences, like people that say like from kids, and it's always kids that usually range from like 2 to 6 years old.
Tell me something. Tell me something. Are you gonna do the story of the soldier?
So it's in there. I do mention it, but
You fucking better do that
you
story.
want
I
me to
love
do
it.
it?
Yes, I love that story.
Okay, I can do that.
That's the coolest shit I ever saw.
Okay, so I can do a quick lookup of that one because I didn't put it in my notes. But I was going to, but I didn't. But there's other stories too. There's a very famous story about the twins. Have you heard that one? Okay. Okay, so I'm going to start getting into it. But what I was getting at was that I think it's like 6 to 8 different religions, they have done studies of people that claim to have memories of a past life and been very accurate about some of the things that they say.
Did you flip a burger at me?
I did.
Nasty bitch.
Eat that shit, bitch. But yeah, so okay. So I'm gonna start it off with a bang, and I know you're gonna like this one.
Yeah, give it to me.
Okay. We're gonna start off with Princess Diana.
I love me some Princess Diana.
Yeah, so the story of Princess Diana has captivated the world for decades, and now a new and astonishing chapter has emerged from an unexpected source. Billy Campbell, the young son of Australian TV host David Campbell, has made a startling claim that he was Princess Diana in a past life. This extraordinary assertion has sparked curiosity and debate, drawing attention from both skeptics and believers alike. David Campbell, well-known television personality in Australia, first shared his son's unusual statements in an interview in 2019. According to David, Billy began speaking about his past life as Princess Diana when he was just 2 years old. The family was initially taken aback by the specificity and details of Billy's recollections. He mentioned events and places that seemed far beyond the knowledge of a young child or anyone else still. Hold on one second. Okay, so one of the most striking aspects of Billy's claims is his very detailed descriptions of Diana's life. Mind you, this is a fucking 2-year-old. A 2-year-old. Okay? He spoke about Balmoral Castle, the Scottish residence of the British royal family, with accuracy that left his parents astonished. He mentioned having a brother named John, famously one of Princess Diana's brothers who passed away in infancy, and is also John Spencer. Billy also mentioned the tragic car accident in Paris that claimed Diana's life on August 31st, 1997. He described the event with a level of detail that seemed eerily precise for someone who had not been exposed to the specifics of the incident. Now, if you think about it, like people, like skeptics will be like, oh, like this 2-year-old probably, he's probably parroting shit that he heard from his parents. Who talks about, like, I could go to Evan right now. Guaranteed. I can go to Evan right now and be like, do you know the specifics of Princess Diana's death? And he'd be like, who?
Yeah, who?
I know that Aiden probably would know who Princess Diana was, but would he know the specifics of her death
No.
at 2 years old?
No. And even then, like, who remembers Balmoral? Like, who remembers, like,
No.
any of that stuff? You know what I mean? That there was a car accident in Paris. And, like, I'm sure that if I said to Aiden right now who was Princess Diana, he'd probably be like,
The fuck?
who? She was, like a British princess, I guess. And he wouldn't know, like, anything about her.
Specifics. He wouldn't know specifics.
He wasn't even born yet when she died.
No.
Do you remember where we were when we found out she died? Let's see if you remember.
Probably the trailer.
We were at the trailer. Do you remember the day? Do you remember we found
it was
out?
August 31st.
You remember, like I could see it right now. Me and you were in the trailer.
Yeah.
Small trailer where we had the full bed, the back, and you had the bunk.
Yep.
Okay, and Dad came in with the newspaper. Do you remember? When he said Princess died. Because we had no internet and anything back then.
No.
We didn't even have cable TV up there. Nothing. We had VHS players and no cell phones. There was no such thing as fucking having cell phones like we did today. That's scary to talk about. But there was a time where we didn't have fucking internet, and
there was a time where we had to entertain ourselves.
Yeah, there was a time where we would drive for a long time and just look out the fucking window.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, so, and I remember that. I remember Dad coming in with the newspaper saying Princess Diana died.
Yeah.
And I remember it. I remember it like it was yesterday. I remember watching him come in the trailer. We were both sitting there.
Yep.
I remember it like fucking.
So that was sad.
Yeah.
Okay, so continuing on, David Campbell recounted an incident when Billy pointed out to a photograph of Diana and said, "That's me as a princess." Then one day the sirens came and I wasn't a princess anymore. At 2 years old. What the fuck?
What
Um,
year did this happen? Does it say what year this occurred? Like this kid saying this? Because she died in 97.
2019 was when he made the statements in an interview.
He was born in 2017.
I can't remember. I can't remember. I don't remember the year that he was born, but at this point, he was between 2 and 6 years old.
20 years to the year after she died that he was
Yeah.
born.
What? What? What?
Died in 97.
Yes.
So if it happened, if he was born in 2017, he was born 20 years to the year that she died.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So, where did I This statement, coupled with Billy's other recollections, have led some to believe that he might indeed have memories of a past life as Princess Diana. Billy, now aged 9, said he has no recollection of ever speaking about the late princess.
Yeah, because as they get older,
They
they
lose
lose.
it. Yeah. Skeptics argue that Billy claims to be the result of subconscious absorption of information from his environment. They suggest that he might have picked up details about Princess Diana from conversations, media, or even books without his parents realizing. At 2 years old.
Book?
At 2 years old.
Yeah.
At 2 years old. I don't know. So his mom insisted that they have not discussed Diana's life in such detail around their children, making Billy's knowledge all the more perplexing. The phenomenon of past life memories in children is not entirely new. Dr. Jim Tucker, a professor of psychiatry and neurobehavioral sciences at the University of Virginia, has studied cases of children who claim to remember past lives. His research suggests that some children, typically between the ages of 2 and 6, exhibit knowledge of events and people from a previous existence. Dr. Tucker's work has documented numerous cases where children have provided verifiable details about their alleged past lives. So Billy Campbell's case has drawn comparison to other well-known incidents of past life memories. One such case is that of James Lininger, an American boy who claimed to be the reincarnation of a World War II fighter pilot. James provided specific details about the pilot's life and death, which were later confirmed through historical records. These cases continue to intrigue researchers and challenge our understanding of consciousness and memory. While the claims of Billy Campbell remain unverified, they have undoubtedly sparked a renewed interest in the possibility of reincarnation and past lives. Whether one believes it or not, the story of a young boy in Australia who believes he was once a beloved princess serves as a fascinating reminder of the mysteries that still surround human consciousness and the nature of our existence. So, I kind of touched base on the World War II pilot. I didn't really go into detail. Give me a few minutes with that one. I'll go through the other ones and I'll circle back to him, okay?
Yep.
Okay.
If you don't do it, it's fine. It's just I thought that one was fascinating.
Yeah. Okay, so another one is Riss White, who responded to a TikTok video request for reincarnation stories with details of what happened when her daughter, who was 4 at the time, in 2018, looked over her shoulder at some pre-9/11 photos of the North Tower and said, "Hey, Mom, I used to work there." So, I'm just going to say a side note right now. Upon looking into this, apparently there's a crazy amount of people or kids that were saying that they died in 9/11 and
I've
they have
heard.
memories.
Yeah, I've heard of a lot.
That's fucked up.
That's
There's a lot of them.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to give this one as a whatever, but a strange thing to say, but White was shocked by the girl's follow up. She said that one day she was working and the floor got really hot, so she stood on her desk because the floor was too hot. And she said that her and her friend were trying to get through the door, but they couldn't open the door, so she jumped out of the window and flew like a bird.
Oh.
This is what a fucking 4-year-old says. White swears the girl had never seen the photos before or heard of 9/11 to her knowledge. While she gives no other details, and Unilad has nothing on whether the girl has been examined by past lives experts or psychologists. A quick internet search found that her daughter is not alone among young children who say things that make their parents wonder if there are reincarnations of people who died on 9/11. So, the Reincarnation After Death website has a number of similar stories, like the one of Rachel Nolan, whose 4-year-old son, Thomas, who had been talking about 9/11 for a year before sharing the strange revelation of being a firefighter in a quote unquote proximity suit. So, how does a 4-year-old know what that is?
Yeah.
I don't even know what the fuck that is.
Me either.
You?
No.
So, like, for a 4-year-old to just be like, yeah, I was a firefighter and I was in a proximity suit. Pardon?
What's a proximity suit?
I have no idea. I didn't even search it. I just took it at face value.
What's a proximity suit?
Okay, I found this on the web for what's proximity suit. Check it out.
Yeah. Wait for it. Burr, 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 burr. Okay. Oh, what the fuck? What is this? Okay. A fire proximity suit, also known as silver bunker suit, or asbestos suit, is a suit designed to protect a firefighter or volcanologist from extreme high temperatures. They look like that.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Damn. So a 4-year-old knew what that was before this 37-year-old bitch. So,
Yeah.
Anyways, so he described a Ford Johnson R8 truck, the exact model of the truck used by the firefighters in Manhattan. She remarked that Thomas spoke of the event with confidence. Another 4-year-old looked at the pre-9/11 WTC photo, pointed to a window where he said he had worked, and remarked, "Mom, I'm still buried there. If you could see my arms right now."
Yeah.
Could you imagine your child saying that to you at
No.
fucking 4 years old?
Nope.
Along with allegedly giving her other unverified details of the day. So there's numerous stories about these young kids having memory of jumping out windows, and yeah, it was just
I don't like it.
what a sin.
I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I don't like the fact that children are talking about they have a memory of having to jump out a window.
The thing is that, like, what I used to believe, what I still kind of believe, is that kids that young are still so close to the other side.
Yeah.
So
That's why
their soul has memory. But as they get older, they tend to forget about these things. Like the kid with Princess Diana. He was young. He said, "Am I boring you, bitch?" Like,
I didn't sleep well last night and I had to get up early to get the heart monitor. Don't take offense. Usually around this time, I'm literally just showered and getting into bed. So, this is my.
Okay. All right.
You are not boring me at all. Shut the fuck up, bitch. I'm a sleepy fucking bitch, okay? Don't judge me. Are you judging me? Are you judging my tiredness? Okay? Are you criticizing and you know how people say, are you judging my gender? Are you judging my tiredness? Okay? You need to back off.
Okay, Lips
You need
McGee.
to back off.
Keep flapping those gums, girlfriend.
Leave my tiredness out your motherfucking mouth. Okay.
Yes. Fuck. Yes, ma'am.
You are not boring or making me any kind of way. I'm sleepy all the time.
Yeah, so am I. So I can't say.
Okay? Like, I have a coffee and an ice water. Okay? Do you not understand the fucking my life right? I have 2 coffees in here. Okay? 2.
All right.
And then I wonder why my blood pressure's high.
Yep.
Keep going with your motherfucking story. Keep my tiredness out your motherfucking mouth.
Damn. Fuck. Okay, well, on that note, we're going to start with the next story. So, this is apparently a very famous story about reincarnation.
Oh. Dana! Hey! Get out of your ass! All I hear is...
Oh my god. I mean, leave her alone. What if you could lick your...
There you go for all the people on YouTube. That's my dog eating her ass out. Okay.
If
Go
you
ahead.
could eat your own ass out, though.
I probably still wouldn't eat my own ass out.
You would if you were a dog. Don't tell me you wouldn't.
I don't
She
know
has
if I
no
would.
problem doing it. And then that bitch does it and comes and kisses your face.
No, she does not. I do not let that dog lick my face no more.
How does my booty hole taste, mama?
Dana
Well, then
doesn't.
she does it to Mikey, and then he kisses you.
No, Mikey doesn't let her do it either. We know she eats her fucking ass out like that. No thanks.
Does she do that on? She does that on your bed?
Well, yeah.
I hope there's ass juice that gets spread into your eye while you're sleeping.
I make my fucking bed every.
You got see, there it is right there. You got ass juice in your eye. That's why you're rubbing it.
Sarah, listen. Go on with your story.
Okay, let's move
Go on
along.
with your story.
Okay, so the story of the Pollock twins apparently
Keep going.
is apparently one of the most famous stories, and believed to be the most accurate and proven, not proven, but like close to being proven, story of reincarnation. Okay. So in the 1950s, okay, 2 young girls in England named Joanna and Jacqueline Pollock were killed in a car accident. What'd you say?
I didn't say anything.
Oh, I thought you did. Okay. So a few years later, their mother gave birth to another set of twins who she claimed were reincarnations of her first set of twins, her daughters.
Oh.
Yeah. The twins had many similarities to the original girls and even recognized toys that belonged to them. The Pollock twins, Jennifer and Jillian,
Oh, I've heard of these two.
yeah, were born in England in 1958, just over a year after their parents had lost their 2-year-old daughters, Joanna and Jacqueline, in a tragic car accident. The family lived in the town of Hexham in Northumberland, England. When Jennifer and Jillian were around 3 years old, they began to exhibit behaviors and make statements that suggested they had memories of their deceased sisters. They would ask for toys that had belonged to Joanna and Jacqueline, and they would refer to past events that had occurred before they were born, such as trips the family had taken or games they had played. The twins also showed a strong preference for certain foods and toys that had belonged to their sisters, and they were able to identify family members and places that they had never been to before.
That's creepy.
In one instance, when they visited the cemetery where Joanna and Jacqueline were buried, Jennifer immediately went to the grave markers and said, "That's where we used to play."
Oh my god.
Isn't that fucked up?
Yeah, I
The
don't like
family was initially skeptical of the girls' claims, but as they continued to provide accurate information about their sisters' lives and personalities, they began to take them more seriously. The case eventually attracted the attention of researchers and was studied by a number of experts, including Dr. Ian Stevenson, a psychiatrist who specialized in the study of reincarnation. The Pollock twins case remains one of the most famous and well-documented cases of reincarnation. While skeptics have suggested that the girls may have been influenced by their parents' grief or that they were simply making up stories, the accuracy of their statements and behaviors suggests that there may be more to the story. Dun dun dun.
Interesting.
Quite. So there is another one that I really, really wanted because I think you would really like this. What are you doing with a lighter?
I've been doing this for a while now.
Well, okay. You ever hear of
You have to
Jenny?
understand. You have to understand that we don't do this during the day. So now I'm doing weird shit.
Yes. Okay. So hold on a second. There is a lady. Hold on a second. I will give you a quick oh, hold on a second. I think I found it. Okay. Jenny Cockle. You ever hear of her?
I think so. Is this the Chicago lady?
No.
Okay, go ahead.
I know who that one is though. I know that one.
Died in a fire?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that. So basically this lady stated that for as long as she can remember, she had dreams of being a woman named Mary that lived in Ireland. You ever hear her?
Nope.
Okay.
You're going to tell me about it.
So apparently it was during the 1930s. She had 7 kids.
Oh, poor
Her
thing.
name was Mary, and at the time when she first started having these dreams and having memories and stuff like that, she only knew that her name was Mary and that she had 8 kids.
Well, that's a lot of people in Ireland. Mary with 8 kids.
Right? So, apparently when she was like younger, she used to draw maps and of like where she lived.
Oh, cool.
And she there's like certain buildings and like the way these towns were set up where she lived, like that she drew it out. Okay.
Okay.
She got to a point when she got older that um she said, fuck it, I'm gonna go to Ireland and I'm gonna look into this.
Right.
Problem was is that she didn't know Mary's last name. She only
Yeah.
knew her name was Mary.
And good
Okay.
luck going to Ireland with somebody named Mary.
Yeah. So she went to the area of where in her memories and dreams and stuff like that, she went to that town. She found it.
Okay.
And apparently she asked somebody who had been there and known about the history of the area and stuff like that. And she said there's a woman that was named Mary. She had 8 kids. She died giving birth to the 8th child. Blah blah blah. They said, "Oh yeah. That's Mary Sutton."
Okay.
So she found out who she was. Turned out that, and I think this got picked up by a TV series, like show or something like that.
Okay.
I think it was like BBC or something like that. Shut up.
Kept up by BBC, huh?
But apparently, so she died in the 1930s. She was only 35 years old, and she died giving birth to her 8th child.
Jeez.
Yeah, hold on. She basically says that she felt like everybody experienced stuff like this, like memories of a past life, until she found out it wasn't normal.
Yeah, no, that's not
She
normal.
said that she felt extremely guilty from a very young age for leaving her 8 children behind.
Aw.
She said that she did remember other past lives, but this one from Mary in Ireland was just the most prominent. So she decided to go with this one. So anyways, so she goes to Ireland. She finds out this lady's last name, this Mary. She said that she remembers going through Mary's old town from the 1930s and realizing that so much had changed.
Wow.
And she was like, that building was never there. that building, you know, this one turned into something else. This was never there. This is a new development. And like she remembers going through this area and being like, this is totally different from how I see it in my head and how I remember it. She looked up old pictures and shit and found that she was right. And the buildings that she remembered were where she remembered, and that had changed. So that was kind of a defining moment. Like it kind of just it confirmed like what she was seeing and remembering, right?
Yeah.
So eventually, this woman Mary, after she had passed from giving birth to the eighth child, all the kids got separated, unfortunately.
That's sad.
They went through the system. Some of them didn't even talk to each other. A couple of them moved to like England and all over the place. Okay. So what did she do? She ended up contacting them.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. It's so cool. So she ended up contacting them, and the things that she states that she remembers about each child,
They remembered.
they were like, how do you know that? They're like, nobody should know that shit. Like, how do you know that?
Yeah.
So apparently, like, there's a couple of them that are skeptics. Apparently, the youngest one that she died giving birth to, he was 66 when he died.
Holy fuck.
Yeah. Yeah. But, and he was the youngest. He's the one that passed away that killed her.
Oh,
Killed me.
shit.
But the rest of them, they believe that, some of them believe that, yes, she is the reincarnation of Mary Sutton. And the other kids believe that Mary is speaking through her to give them a message.
Okay.
So I thought that was kind of cool. Don't think, I don't know that they were, I don't think that they were stayed in contact or, yeah. So the oldest was 72. Christy was 72. Frank was 70. Phyllis was 71. Betty was 62. And the brother Jeffrey James, who died in 1992, was age 66. Yeah. But I just thought it was really cool to think about, because could you imagine fucking somebody coming to you and being like, I was your mother. I was Darlene.
I was just thinking that. Could you imagine?
That would freak me out.
That would freak me out too.
That would freak me out. And they were like, I know that my name was Darlene in a past life, and that you were my daughters, but I don't remember her last name. But I remember this happening when you were kids, and bringing up memories. Could you imagine being in that fucking? I don't know how I could take that.
Yeah, I'd feel a certain way.
Yeah.
I'd be like, come over to my house. I have her ashes there. You want to see your past life fucking ashes? Here you go.
This used to be your body.
This one right there. You were in that body before you were in that body.
Or even if it was like our brother. He's like, I never really got to meet you, but here I am.
That'd be kind of cool.
That would be really cool. But
yeah,
I don't know. That kind of shit, you don't hear of that. You don't hear of people finding, you and your sibling or family members and saying, hey, like, I was your loved one and I remember you.
That soldier guy that I was talking about, the little kid, and he was like, got reincarnated, and he knew who he was in his past life and what ship he was on and what he died from and blah, blah, blah. He had a sister that was still living, and he went and seen her.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Her name was like Annie or something, and he was like, I had a sister named Annie, and this is her name, Annie Wagner or whatever. And they looked her up, and she was still alive. And so he was like 8 or 9 years old kid, and he went and he was like, oh, that's her, that's Annie right there. And she was like, I am Annie. And they had it all recorded and everything. And he was like, do you remember this when we were kids? Do you remember this? Do you remember? And he was just rattling off shit. And she was like, yeah. She goes, I did have a dog named whatever. I did have this. I did have that. Yeah, I do remember that. And she was like, I fully believe that's my brother reincarnated. And I was like, holy fuck, that's crazy.
That is crazy. Aww. So James Leaninger, Leaninger, um, so basically a little over 2 weeks after his second birthday, began having blood curdling nightmares that would never stop. Like, it was nonstop. When James began screaming out reoccurring phrases like "plane on fire," "little man can't get
Yeah,
out,"
that one.
the Linningers finally admitted that they truly had to take notice. So, when details of planes and war tragedies no 2-year-old boy could know continued, even in stark daylight, Bruce and Andrea Lininger began to realize that this was an incredible situation. Sole survivor is this. Sorry?
I didn't say anything.
Oh, I'm getting an echo. That's why.
Oh.
Every so often. Okay. Um, So, Soul Survivor is a story of how the Linningers pieced together what their son was communicating and eventually discovered that he was reliving the past life of World War II fighter pilot James Houston.
That's it. I think it's James Houston.
Yeah. As Bruce Lininger struggled to understand what was happening to his son, he also uncovered details of James Houston's life and death as a pilot that will fascinate military buffs everywhere. In Soul Survivor, we are taken for a gripping ride as the Linningers' belief system is shaken to the core, and both of these families come to know a little boy who, against all odds and even in the face of true skeptics, harbors the soul of this man who died long ago.
Mm-hmm.
There's like a huge story about it. Do you want me to get into it?
If you want, but there's, like, oh, where was it? Father investigation. There is a thing at Carol Bowman.
Okay, so on June 30th, 2005, six decades ago, a 21-year-old Navy fighter pilot on a mission over the Pacific was shot down by Japanese artillery.
Yeah.
His name might have been forgotten, were it not for 6-year-old James Lininger. Quite a few people, including those who knew the fighter pilot, think James is the pilot reincarnated.
Yeah, he was shot down near Iwo Jima.
Yeah. Let me see if I can figure out.
Yeah, this one was really cool.
So it says from an early age, James would play with nothing else but planes, his parents said. But when he was 2, they said the planes their son loved began to give him regular nightmares. I'd wake him up and he'd be screaming, Andrea told Primetime Live co-anchor Chris Cuomo. She said when she asked her son what he was dreaming about, he would say, "Airplane crash, fire, little man can't get out."
Aw.
Andrea says her mom was the first to suggest James was remembering a past life. At first, Andrea says she was doubtful. James was only watching kids' shows, his parents say, and they weren't watching World War II documentaries or conversing about military history.
Mm-hmm.
But as time went by, Andrea began to wonder what to believe. In one video of James at age 3, he goes over a plane as if he's doing a pre-flight check. At 3 years old.
That's cool.
Another time, Andrea said that she bought him a toy plane and pointed out that what appeared to be a bomb on its underside. She says James corrected her and told her it was a drop tank. "I'd never heard of a drop tank," she said. "I didn't know what a drop tank was." Then his violent nightmares got worse, occurring 3 and 4 times a week. Andrea's mother suggested she look into the work of counselor and therapist Carol Bowman, who believes that the dead sometimes can be reborn. With guidance from Bowman, they began to encourage James to share his memories, and immediately Andrea says the nightmares started to become less frequent. James was also becoming more articulate about his apparent past, she said. So that's what I got from that. That was an article.
That's scary.
But yeah. So if you ever look up people that say they have reoccurring dreams, I'm pretty sure that they say that may be your soul remembering how you die in your past life or something from
Possibly.
your past life.
Who knows?
Do you believe in reincarnation?
Yep,
I do.
I do. There's so many stories of like even kids where they said, I saw you before I was born. And they were
There's
like,
also kids they call, what are they called? Indigo. You ever
indigo.
heard-
Yep.
Indigo children. So they say that they actually picked out their parents,
Yeah.
and they say that they remember coming down into the body and that they were up above and that they descended and picked their parents and chose to have those people as their parents, and they vividly remember being on the other side.
Yep.
That's insane. I could never. If Evan came to me and said, I picked you and I remember this, this, and this, it would freak me out a little bit.
Yeah, it would freak me out too.
I think it would be pretty cool, but like,
I don't know,
me as
dude.
your mama? Cool.
Yeah, I don't know how I'd
Little
feel.
did you know I was going to beat your ass on a regular.
If only you knew what was in store for you.
Yeah. He came into this family.
Yeah. Lucky him.
You fucked up, bro. You fucked up.
Yeah, fucking mental instability,
Oh,
heart problems, and fucking problems, and
crazy ass mother.
and crazy ass aunt, and crazy ass grandparents.
Yep. Something like that.
And he's such an angel baby.
Yeah.
He's such a good kid, and it's like, where'd you come from? Because
Yeah.
I don't know if you came from our bloodline
I know.
or his father's, for that matter.
I know. It's just
Weird.
we got lucky. Got a good kid.
Angel baby.
Yeah. So anyway, I think that concludes my stories.
Yep.
I just find that the idea of reincarnation is pretty fascinating. Hakuna Matata. Hakuna Matata.
It means no worries for the rest of your days. It's a problem free
Philosophy. Hakuna Matata. I'm kind of dumb. I got him here somewhere.
Pumbaa.
There he is.
Pumbaa. Yeah, there he is.
There's Simba.
Pumbaa. Simba.
That's the whole symbol
Simba.
across his forehead.
That's why I did that.
Dude, is that why?
Circle.
You ever need to know the lyrics? I've got them right here.
That's why I did that. Circle of life. What was that? I am a rabbi for the itchy bone.
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
What about that?
I am a rabbi for the itchy bone.
Yeah, I forgot about that. That's right.
People are looking at us like, what? I'm like, don't worry about it. You won't get it even if we explain it.
Weird kids, bro.
Because we didn't know what the fuck they were saying when we were kids. It's like Swahili, and I'm like, I don't fucking. I am a rabbi for the itchy bum. Huh?
Yep.
What the fuck? That could be offensive in this day and age.
Yeah. Yeah. Rabbi of the itchy bum. Yes.
Yeah.
Do you want to know a fun fact about the Lion King?
Oh, of course.
So Scar and Mufasa had gotten into a fight when they were young, according to the author of the book, right? And he got fucked up from like wildebeests or some shit like that, and that's what caused the scar on his face. So they started calling him Scar. But before that, you know what Scar's real name was?
Starts the T.
It does start with a T. I can't pronounce it. But essentially, it is translated into trash.
Yeah.
His fucking parents named him Trash in Swahili.
I know. How crazy.
And Mufasa's name means king.
King.
So
the second board, we're fucking.
You're fucking Scar, bro.
You're like, Mufasa, and I'm fucking Tatulum or whatever.
Yeah, like fucking trash. Like, what?
That's crazy.
Parents would name their kid Trash.
Asshole parents.
Yeah. So no wonder why Trash didn't like fucking Mufasa. Like,
Just like me, spare parts.
it's only because you're blood type. That's why.
I know. Let's see. Scar.
Are you looking it up right now?
Yeah. Scar. Taka.
Taka. Yeah. That's what it was. I knew it started with a T too. Yeah, and
Yeah,
it means garbage or trash. Isn't that sad?
Trash. You're fucking trash.
Yeah, trash.
Fucking trash. You're garbage. Come here, garbage. Bye.
You're the second born? Yep, you're trash. Okay.
Tell me about it, motherfucker.
You are so loved. Shut up.
I'm not as loved as you. Fuck. See, my parent that loved me more is she's dead. Your fucking parent's still alive, asshole.
He lives on.
I've been without for 16 years. I'm stuck in.
You're still so loved.
I don't think so. Do you know that before you moved in with Dad, he would come see me once a week? Do you know that? I think so. When was the last time he was even at my house without having a reason?
Yeah. I need my haircut. I'm gonna go to Mel's, my favorite.
Right. I need to go see Mel, and then when he gets here, he's like, "Oh, we can only stay for an hour. We gotta go."
Yeah, but you could cut my hair and then.
Do you want to cut my hair real quick though? And I'm like,
the love
the
is
second
real.
born. Dad gets mad at me too. He's like, "Stop fucking saying that." I'm like, "Well, the truth hurts, doesn't it? I'm just calling you out on your bullshit now."
Yeah.
You don't have to come see me anymore because your fucking favorite daughter lives with you.
I'm number one. I'm number one.
I know, and I always say that. I said, me and Mom got along real fucking good, and she's dead.
Yeah.
You know, Mom, I was
up.
Mom.
Aww.
What?
The thumbs up came up on your screen. As you were going like this, and it came up.
Mom's dead.
Mom's dead. Oh my god.
Well, yeah.
Anywho, so that's, I think, our episode for today.
Yeah, I think that might be it.
So if there is anything else that people would like to hear, give me a suggestion. But I have ideas for at least my next 2 episodes, if I can ever make up my fucking mind.
I have quite a few. I have a full fucking story, but it's long. It might have to be a two-parter.
A two-parter?
Yeah, it might have to be a two-parter because it's long. But are we releasing this today?
I mean, we can if you want.
It's not my story. It's yours.
Yeah, release it. Why not?
All right, and then yeah, I could do it either tonight or tomorrow. Let me just stew on it because we want to let the other one sit for a minute too.
Okay, that sounds good.
But at least we're recording back to back.
Yeah.
Maybe we should record tomorrow too.
I'm good with that.
Hey, I just can't wait to paint my fucking room. Maybe I should go and get some paint and then just tell my husband, paint the fucking room.
Oh, you better get on that.
Even though we can't bang for the next 3 days, he could paint a room.
Keep him busy somehow.
Right? He looked at me yesterday because I was like, "Oh man, like I'm having a little bit heart palpitations." She's like, "How you doing?" And I'm like, "Go fucking jerk off." This is not happening. He's like, "Oh, I guess I'm gonna have to fucking do it myself." I'm like, "Yup."
Yeah. Get him a pocket pussy. Just you know that you can get a mold of yours for him to use.
No, I wouldn't want a mold of mine. I'd want some like hot fucking porn star pussy. Why would I give him mine? He can have that in the real.
Well, just for times like these.
Times like these. Da, 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 da. Yeah, but I don't need to get my own. I could just go and fucking. I should go get him one. So here you go.
There's a Christmas gift idea. Get him to open it in front of the whole family.
Put it in his pocket. So in the morning when he opens it in front of Aiden, he's like, Aiden don't know exactly what it is.
You got one of those too? Oh. Mel.
Okay. Ready? Okay. Go, team. No.
No. So you know what I did apparently the other day? I blacked out.
I heard about that, by the way. You didn't even tell me that you fucking blacked out on Friday.
Saturday. Yeah, I blacked out.
I heard.
Yeah, apparently it was...
I'm going to pause you right there, and I am going to disapprove of your fucking TikTok video.
What do you
mean? I'm offended, and I'm just going to put that out there. I'm offended.
Of what?
Well, I saw you and Victoria's TikTok video, and it says something about, my best friend, she's a real bad, and I was like, that's not your best friend. I was like,
you're my bestie.
No. I'm offended. How dare you make a video like that with her? I will fight her. I will fight somebody. Get that straight, okay? I'm the bestie.
Okay.
You're second fiddle, okay? I'm number one.
Number one. Yes.
I'm number one.
Yeah.
You're number two. I'm the bestie. Let's get that.
You are the bestie.
Get it straight. Okay? I'm throwing you to the fucking ground.
Jesus Christ.
All right.
I think that about does it.
I think so. I think people have had enough of our shenanigans.
Our stupidness.
For today. Just so people know, these are normal conversations that we have. We're just recording it right now. Other than that, it's usually on the phone or FaceTime, but these are normal conversations.
This is true.
So, just know that when her and I talk our 10 times a day that we usually do, these are the conversations we have. Yeah. About how I'm offended that she made a fucking TikTok video with somebody else saying best friend this and best friend that. And I need to say that I don't fucking appreciate it. Or blackout drunk or not, you don't post shit like that on Facebook.
Oh my god.
It's a lie, and I should have commented. This is a fucking... Okay. I still might. This is a fucking lie, and I don't know who you're trying to fool, but that's your best friend, because I'm not that. Okay? I'm a fucking huge bitch, and I am not in that video, so I don't know what the fuck you're going on about.
Love you. What the fuck is that?
A cotton pad. Yeah. I had to clean my lighter off because it had sticky stuff on it.
Why the fuck do you have a lighter?
Because I have a candle that my son got for me.
Oh yeah,
that I burn while I'm in here, but sometimes like it burns my nose a little bit with the smell because I'm sensitive.
Shouldn't stick the lighter up your nose, Mel. That's not where it goes.
Suck my whole asshole. Okay.
There either.
I love you.
I love you too. Thanks for a great episode.
Yes, and I'll talk to you in a little while. I gotta go over.
Sounds good. We'll talk to you later. Thanks everybody for listening. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.